Hey guys, Nitone here. I'm here with the Black Red Budget Modern Zombie deck. The second game after I made all the changes to it that I made. And we're going to see how it does. In game one, if you saw the video, it did really well. Ratch won, rather, and hopefully it can continue to do so. We'll play first, and our hand is definitely not great. We don't have any of our 1 or 2 drops. But I think I'm going to keep it. We have all the mana we need, and we have our Dread Boar, and that's nice. So we'll play Swamp and pass. I mean, we also have a decent chance to top deck a 1 or 2 drop since our deck has a lot of those. So maybe that'll happen. If it does, we'll be pretty happy. If it doesn't, I still don't think we're like in awful shape. Okay. Question is whether or not we just Dreadbore that thing right now. And I think we do. Okay, we're playing Infect. It's not great news. We'll play our Rakdos Guildmage because I can use his ability next turn to slow down the Infect. We'll just take it. If he taps out here, we'll kill the elf. Kind of doesn't look like he's going to tap out. I mean, even if he does, they have that really annoying... okay, now we're actually going to kill that with our dude's ability. And we'll discard... You know, the other option... No. Yeah, we're going to discard... Maybe I wait to do it at instant speed. That's the question here. I don't think we do. I think we might as well just do it now. Okay, and we'll leave our Guildmage back. Got to play kind of defensively against this. Got to make the game go long against Infect, basically. All right. Okay. Not going to feel good. So we have all the Death Barons we could ever need. All right, so we lose game 1. Infect is a pretty tough matchup. I haven't run into it a whole lot, but it's clearly still out there. It's hard to know. I mean, I don't think there's anything I can sideboard that'll help me against Infect. We just basically need to get a faster hand. I guess that could mean cutting 2 Executioners for 2 Crusaders. Just speed up our deck a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what we do. It's pretty hard. I mean, you know, if I get lightning bolts and stuff like that, that can be great, but I would like to play first. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to keep this. We have a bolt, which can really help against this kind of deck. So, you know, that's what we're going to do. We also have a 1-drop, which is nice. I think we save our bolt for when they, start trying to pump up their infect creatures. That Apostle's Blessing is a real problem, but if they have it, they have it. It's kind of the way I look at it. And now we play out Timoret. I mean, if we get going quickly enough, the damage they're going to take from all their lands and their Phyrexian mana spells could be pretty important. Maybe he's stuck on one land, or maybe he's just trying to decide what land to play. Okay, we're just gonna. I'm pretty sure we're gonna leave that be. I mean, the extra mana will be annoying, but I think it'll be nice to hold on to this lightning bolt. Maybe Anathemancer would be a decent sideboard card against this, but I don't think so. I mean, they kill you so fast. I mean, they do have a ton of non-basic lands, that's for sure. He knows I have this bolt in my hand, which I guess is making him think of a way to draw it out, but still win. I mean, he's on a turn 2 clock, if he doesn't start blocking. So, luckily, I was checking to see if Pendelhaven could pump the Noble Hierarch. It can't, though, because it needs a 1/1 creature specifically. Let's see. Might of Old Krosa. Trying to think what he could be doing here. Noble Hierarch does not have Infect. He has a way of giving it Infect. I guess I'm going to be pretty sad, but I don't think he does. I think he was trying to get me to bolt it, but I mean, I'll take 4 happily. 5, it'll be 5. Maybe he's decided to go with a strategy wherein he tries to damage me. Maybe he has no creatures with Infect or something weird like that. You don't see that happen very often against Infect. I think he was just trying to draw out my bolt. Okay, we'll throw this dude at him since he's intent on killing it, which will put him at 4 since he just, paid a bunch of life. And that means he's probably dead because we have this bolt in our hand. Now that we have a Terminate, I feel safer about playing the bolt. So we're just going to swing. And then we'll just bolt him. Alright, that worked out well for us. Got game 2 against Infect. We need a fast start against it, and we need to have, things like Bolt and Terminate in our hand, or we're in trouble. So, I mean, I'd love to see a hand of, like, Lightning Bolt, 2 Lightning Bolts, a grave crawler and a diagraph ghoul, and then 3 lands that produce both colors of mana. That would just be great. I don't think Anathemancer makes enough of a difference. They don't play enough lands. They're almost all non-basic, but he's I just don't think he helps in this matchup as much as I would like. Him going first is not great news. Okay, this isn't exactly what I asked for, but it's pretty good. And now he knows what we've got. We'll play our diagraph ghoul. Next turn, we probably do a turn 2 Timuret, just like we did last game. It depends on what he does, though. I mean, if he plays something pretty worrisome, and he didn't, so we're not going to worry. We're just going to start rolling. Wow. Does he have a way of pumping it? He does. All right. I mean, if he wants to use Might of Old Krosa like that, I think we're okay with it. Might have been smart to play out our mountain first, our red source, that is. But I think we're still okay. Getting rid of a Might of Old Krosa is pretty good news. It's not going to be used on an Infect creature now. So we've got that going for us. He knows I have a bolt in my hand. Now he really knows I have a bolt in my hand. I don't think anything's changed in my hand. I think I've mostly just drawn lands since he last looked. He's adding mana to his mana pool? Okay, we're gonna bolt the Blighted Agent. Well, he can't really do anything about it. So, yeah. Get rid of the Infect creature. Swing with Timuret. And then we'll play our Crusader. Next turn we can play out Death Baron, although in a lot of ways I'd rather just draw another removal spell. Another Blighted Agent. And yeah, Glistener Elf 2. None of that's good news. Didn't draw removal, which is what we kind of wanted. I'm going to leave up mana for Lightning Bolt, even though, we know we don't have it, but he doesn't know that. He's got 2 cards in his hand. These guys are going to get +2. But we are going to have a blocker. I mean, he might have Dismember, but it seems pretty dangerous right here. So, I mean, if he takes 6 here, I'm going to be pretty happy. I mean, not super happy because we know he still has these 2 dudes. I'm going to probably have to block the Glistener Elf just to be safe this turn too. But we can win next turn if we give our Crusader flying, hit him for 2, and sack it to Timuret. And so that's probably what we're going to go for. I mean, he's got 4 mana and 3 cards in his hand, so he can do a lot. Okay, we won. All right, he scooped. That's great. We beat Infect. First game was a little stressful, but we got it done in the second and third games, and that was great. That's a tier 1 deck that we beat again. So we've beaten 2 pretty great tier 1 decks so far since the deck changed. Um, it helps getting good fast hands with lightning bolts. That's basically all I can hope for against Infect. If they get their best hand, I'm probably not usually going to beat them if I don't have at least one lightning bolt in my hand. But that worked out well. Making the deck a little more aggressive by throwing the Crusader in looks like it really paid off. That's the only reason we had lethal on the board is because of the Crusader, and that's why our opponent scooped. So that was good. And so we've been on the tier 1 deck. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments.